core question revolves around understanding the calculations related to single-phase loads connected to a three-phase, four-wire system. Specifically, the query references sections 220.54 and 220.55 of an electrical code, likely the National Electrical Code, or NEC. These sections provide guidance on calculating the demand load for electric ranges and clothes dryers when connected to a three-phase system. The question arises when attempting to interpret the phrase "twice the maximum number of ranges or dryers between any two phases" and what that calculation ultimately represents. The initial text hints at a method where you take twice the number of ranges or dryers, but it is also mentioned that we are multiplying it by 1/3. We can infer the purpose of the calculation in sections 220.54 and 220.55 as to determine the amperage, also known as current, for each phase of the three-phase system. The tables mentioned provide reduction factors or demand factors that allow you to account for the fact that not all ranges or dryers will be operating at their maximum rated power simultaneously. The maximum number of appliances connected between any two phases is relevant because it represents the worst-case imbalance in the load distribution. Balancing the load across all three phases is ideal, but in reality, some phases will carry more load than others. When performing the calculation per the electrical code, you are essentially figuring out how much current each phase will be subjected to under these imbalanced conditions. It is important to understand how the total load is being distributed across the three phases. Remember that the overall goal is to accurately size the conductors, overcurrent protection, and other components of the electrical system to ensure safety and prevent overloading. These calculations help you determine the minimum ampacity required for the phase conductors in the feeder or service. It is crucial to consult the applicable electrical code, such as the NEC, for the specific rules and tables relevant to the installation. The numbers in those tables are required to be used correctly in order to obtain accurate values to determine the size of conductors and to ensure that the equipment used will not be damaged and the electrical installation is safe.